In the case of Big Air, it's the landing rights at LaGuardia that are the barrier to entry. If the government doesn't have any more to offer, or whoever, the port authority that owns LaGuardia only sells off a certain amount, that's a barrier to entry that prevents other firms from entering. iPad has patents. Movies have copyright. Lawyers have some licenses. Doctors have some licenses. Everywhere we look, where there's some monopoly power, there are some barriers to entry. And do you see what all these examples have in common? It's that the government, the law, plays a very, very big role in either creating or sustaining these barriers to entry. Indeed, we might say that while it's true that monopolies thrive because of barriers to entry, that's what keeps the competitors out, the barriers to entry themselves either require government complicity or come about because of government complicity. In our modern world, Big Air has a funny business. It knows that it needs the government to sustain its monopoly. It needs those landing rights at LaGuardia not to be sold to other airlines. And so, Big Air's most important business might not be serving airline snacks. It might not be training pilots. It might not be learning about metal fatigue. It might actually be about learning how to get along with government. After all, an important part of its business is retaining its monopoly, getting those landing rights at the best available prices, and maintaining them against competition. Big Air is in the business of seeking help from the government. It's not something we like to say in a capitalist society, but it is something that's true. At the same time, the government, which is to say our politicians, finds itself in the business of wanting to do business with Big Air. Think about the typical government official. The government official needs to get reelected. They need campaign financing. They need money. Big Air is a natural for contributing to campaigns. Big Air wants its monopoly. The government politicians want money to run campaigns. This is a match made in heaven, or at least in the skies.